In this video, you will learn that how you can deploy the NFT Marketplace project we have built on a custom domain. So we're going to deploy this entire application on a remote server, and then we're going to connect the custom domain so other can access our website. So you can see I already purchased the domain, I already purchased the hosting, and I already deployed the application. But I'm going to show you the entire process from the start to end. So this is the domain which I bought, the blockchain coder project.online. So this is the one I use for testing all the application which I built for the clients before I hand over to them, and that's why I've deployed this particular application to this particular domain. Everything's working fine, we have no more error. So if you are encounter any error in the NFT Marketplace project, that's all doubt I'm going to clear in this video. So make sure to watch this video till the end and to fix all your bugs. So right now we have these two creators who have created the NFTs, their data is displaying fine, and here we have deployed this NFT to the Polygon test network. So I will show you that as well. Click on that and you will find this is the same which I have created. Let me switch my account to account number 2, and now let me log out first, reload the browser, and now I can simply come here, click on this connect, and I can simply log into the application. Unlock, and here I am. You can see no error we are fetching all the information, all the NFTs. Click on that, and now I can simply able to buy this particular NFT. So what I will do, I'll click on this buy, and here it will open the MetaMask. So right now I have this, click on that, and here it will open the MetaMask. I have to pay the fee, and I have to simply click on this confirm, and you can see the transaction is happening. So just wait, and the transaction will complete very soon. Here the transaction is completed, and here we have redirect to the author page, and this is the NFT we have listed for this particular account. If you come to the own NFT, and this is the one we have bought just now, everything's working fine, and you can simply able to list this. Now we can list this NFT to the marketplace. So we want to resell it very easily. So let me give the price. So this time I will say 7, because this time we are dealing on a real test network, not on the local host, and I don't have much Matic coin in my wallet, so I have to be really very conscious for the price. So just wait, and the transaction will complete very soon. And here the transaction complete, and here we are redirect to the author page, and you can see these are the two NFT we have listed to the marketplace, and we have nothing here in own NFTs. Looks pretty good. So you can see every single thing is working fine, and we have no issues. Everything is working fine. Now let me take you to the Visual Code Studio, and let me tell you that how you can get the source code if you are encounter any error. And if you already have the source code, then this is the exact step you have to follow. So let's come here, and you can see this is the zip file I have. When you will download the file, I'll provide the link in the description, so you can click and you can download it from there, and you will get this zip file, exact zip file you will get. So I will simply double click on this, and I'm going to unzip this one, and this is the exact folder you will get. Simply open this folder in your Visual Code Studio. Let me rename this one, say upload NFT, and that's the one I'm going to open in my VS Code. So click on this, go to desktop and open this one, and this is the one we have to select and click on it. So you can see this is the exact folder and file structure you will get when you will download the source code, when you will download the zip folder. This is the exact piece of code. I'll tell you everything, that what are the configuration you have to do, what are the changes you have to do if you are encountering any error. So let me expand this one, and you can see close this one. Here we have all the folders. So you can see this is the account page folder we have, this is the author page, collection, components, and inside that we have all of these components which we have created. Looks pretty good. Here we have the context. In this context we have the context, then we have the JSON file, then we have the NFT Marketplace context, and then we have the transfer funds. Looks pretty good. This is the contract, this is the images, this is the login, NFT, pages, public, script, search page. We have so many components. You can see all of the data you will find exactly when you will install, get the source code. And you can see this is the get ignore file, and this is the hard config file, and here we have to do all the important configuration before we deploy our smart contract to the Polygon text network, and we're going to do it together. So this is the index, this is the Next.js config file. So here we have to do the configuration at the time of deployment. So here we have the package.json file, and these are the package we are utilizing, and this is the readme file. Now close this one. What I have to do is, let's come back here in the context, and you can see that here we have this fund, a transfer fund, and we have the NFT Marketplace. So these are the two files we have. So you can see this is the entire piece of code we have written. Let's open up your terminal, and we have to install all the packages. So some of you have asked me that Web3 model is not working, it's depreciated. So make sure to use the exact version because this one is stable and you can utilize it in the project. So I haven't done any changes in the NFT marketplace. When you will get the source code, this is the exact packages you will get, and this is the exact packages you have to install. So what I will do, exact packages. So I will simply open up my terminal. You can see this is the hard hat. Open up your terminal and then you have to simply type npm I, and this will install all the packages we have here in the packages.json file. So this will happen very quickly because all the packages are very light, not that heavy. And you can see we have 23 vulnerability, which you don't need to worry about it. Simply close this, clear your terminal, and now looks fine. And if you find here, you will have all the modules, node modules, files. That looks good. And what I will do is I will simply select this one. And the reason why I'm doing is that if you are getting any error, right now in my case, you have seen that I have easily installed all the packages and I have no error. But if you are getting any error, so make sure to do this. Simply cut this entire package and come here and paste here in the txt file readme and install one by one. So when you will do one by installation, what will happen that you will know that which package is causing the problem. I learned this in hard way, but when you will install the packages one by one, you can able to see that which one is installing without any error and which one is causing the error. So if I want to install this, all I have to do is come here, I will open up the terminal, and this is the command I have to write. So simply type npm I and give the package name. Make sure to install the exact version which we have used. So simply come up here, remove this one, and give @ and hit enter. And this will install the package in the project. But I'm not going to do it because you can see that we have no issues. So I will clear the terminal and I'm going to bring the back. So we have already installed all the packages. I'm looking pretty fine to me. Looks pretty good. Close this one. And now what I can do, one more thing I forgot to tell you guys, because what I have found that some of you don't have npm or node installed in your computer. So make sure to install node and npm in your computer. Then you can able to install all the packages we have installed. So make sure you install the packages. I already have npm and node in my computer, so I can easily able to install it. If I check the npm version, you can see this is the exact version I'm using. It doesn't matter that you have the old version or the new version, but make sure to always install the updated one. So I have this npm version and I also have a node, so I'll simply check that as well. So I'll say node-v, and this is the version I'm using for node. So make sure you need to have these two tools, npm and node, in your computer, and then you can simply install all the packages. Clear the terminal, and now what I will do, I'll simply drag this down, and if I come here, let me start the application, npm run dev, and it will start the application. So you can see here, and here we have to do little bit configuration when we build the actual production file for deployment. So it looks pretty fine. We are running this particular command, hit enter, and you can see our application started on localhost 3000. If I open it, you can see that, close all of the open tab, click on this, and right now you can see everything is working fine. If I reload the browser, still I'm not having any issues, but I will have an issue because I haven't deployed the contract. So you can see that here I'm getting this error message because we haven't deployed the contract and our functions are trying to fetch the information in from the contract, and that's why we are getting this error. Many of you have complained and asked me the same thing, that we are getting this error, what we have to do. So I'll tell you every single thing. So what I will do, I will switch back to I will simply log out, reload the browser, and you can see I'll get an error again. You can see here we are getting the error. So don't need to worry about that. What I will do is now I'll simply come back to the code because we haven't deployed the contract. That's why we are getting the error. So simply clear the terminal. I will stop the application from running, clear the terminal, and now we have to split the terminal. So what I will do now is I will simply type, come here, I'll simply type npx hard node and hit enter. You can see I'm getting this error message because I have to do the configuration. I have to tell my project that where I want to deploy my contract. I want to test locally or I want to deploy to the Polygon test network. I have done this testing locally n number of times. So if you have followed the entire NFT marketplace, you have seen that how we have done the testing. So make sure to follow the complete project. Don't simply get the code, copy the code and just try to run the application. You will not understand a single thing. So this code is just for reference. If you encounter any error, that's the only motive you should have to compare and fix that bug. Don't simply copy and paste. That will not make any sense, and it's not going to help you at all for getting job or internship. So now what I have to do is I have to do the configuration in the hardhead file, because we're going to deploy the contract to the Polygon test network. So what I will do, I'll simply come here. You can see this is the addresses. So that's a very easy way fix. Come back here and bring this down, come back to the hardhead config file, and here we have to do all the configuration. So you can see these are the code, exact piece of code you will have when you will get the code. This is the exact piece of code you will have. Now let me do one thing. Let me select all of this and remove and paste. And this is the exact configuration you have to do. So I have simply copy and paste, because I don't want to rewrite this and make the video unnecessarily long, because I have repeated this so many times. So here you can see that this is our package. We have Nomic Foundation, and this is the private key. You have to get your private key and you have to get your RPC URL, because we have to deploy our contract to the Polygon. And if you come here, let me close this one here, click on this, and here you can see that we have to, let me pass the credential, unlock, and you can get your private key. So you can see that I'm deploying my contract to the Polygon, and I'm using my account number 1, and my account number 1 has this much Matic coin, and you need to have the Matic coin if you really want to deploy the contract. So you can see this is the Matic coin I have, and I have to get my private key. So click on this, click on the account, and click on this, and here you have to pass your wallet address, password, and this is the exact, and this is the my private key. You have to get your own, simply copy, and that's what you have to paste here. And this is the RPC URL for Polygon test network. We are connecting Polygon Mumbai. So this is the one we have, and here we have the default network to Polygon Mumbai. If you are deploying to Mainnet or a Polygon Solana, so you can simply define that. This is the network hardhead chain, and this is the Polygon Mumbai configuration, and this is the optimization for our smart contract. These are the exact thing you have to do in your hardhead config file for deploying to the Polygon without having any issues. So this looks pretty good to me. We have done all the configuration in our hardhead file, and it looks pretty good to me. Let me have a look one more time. We have this passing here, and this is the solidity conversion. Looks fine. Now I have this much Matic coin. So to get that Matic, all you have to do is come here, because if you don't have the Matic, then you can't able to deploy the contract to the Polygon. So we're going to tap here. We have to type Alchemy Faucet. So this is the one we have to click on. So come to Gorilla Faucet, and the best part of this Alchemy that it will provide you to get Faucet, and earlier it was really hard to get it. Here you will have the 3 networks which you can pick, and we are interested in Mumbai, so we'll click on Mumbai, and make sure to create your account on acme.com. and I have already created my account. I'm already logged into account, so that's why you can see I'm getting this option. But in your case, you will have an option for login and create an account. After that, you can get that. So here I have to paste my wallet address, so I'll simply come up here. You can see I'm logged in. So here I have to paste my address, click on this, and I have to get my wallet address, paste here, and hit sum. You can see here I'll get 1 Matic coin in my address, so I can use that. So if I come here right now, I have this, and here I have, okay, you can see, and that's why it's really great Polygon, because when you will get the test Matic coin, it will comes very quickly, but in Gorilla, in Sofali, it takes a lot of time. So we have our Matic coin. Things are really good for this. Now what we can do is, right now you can see that we are connected to the Polygon Mumbai, and when you will install the MetaMask for the very first time, you won't have this option, because I have done the manual configuration. That's why you can see that I have this Polygon Mainnet, I have Polygon Mumbai, but in your case you won't have that one if you are installing the MetaMask for the very first time. So what I will do here, I'll show you how you can do that. So right now you can see, click on this add network. Once you click on that, here you can do all the configuration, and you can set that particular chain, particular blockchain which you want to use. So you can come up here. Here you can see, here you will find all the blockchains and their network name by default. If you can't find Polygon, you can have to add manually. So click on this add network manually, and here you have to provide all the details: network name, RPC URL, chain ID, currency, and block explorer. So you can see here you have to provide that RPC URL, and to get the RPC URL, that's also pretty easy. So right now I don't have the RPC URL here, and that's one we'll get from the alchemy.com. So we'll come here, we'll click on Alchemy, and click on the very first link, and make sure, because when you will get the faucet, it will tell you to create your account. All you have to do is to simply sign in. So click on this sign in. I already have my account, and right now you can see that here I have created all of these projects. So we have so many projects, and so what I will do, I'll simply come here and create app, and here you have to provide the name. You can give whatever name you want, and you can check the choose the network which you want. So I'll go with the Polygon, so I'll say Polygon POS, and here you have to select mainnet or Mumbai testnet. I have already created 5 and I've exceeded my limit, so I can't create one more. So in your case, if you don't have any you haven't created any API keys, then you can easily able to create it. So what I will do, I'm going to take it from here. So I already have 5 keys, so I'll click on this view key, and you will have a similar interface like this when you will create the key. And all you have to do is to get this HTTPS. So you will have these 3 method: API key, HTTPS, and WebSocket. So we have to get this HTTP. Simply grab that one, and that's the one we need, and pass here. We have to provide the chain ID. So we are deploying to the Polygon, so the chain ID is 8001, which you can provide. Okay, so we have this, and here you can type the currency, and I'm not going to do it because I've already done that. So for that, what I will do is I'll come back to the network. So come here, come to the network, click on this, and you can see here I have done the manual configuration. So the name, we have the RPC URL, we have the chain, we have the currency, and this one is optional. So once you're done with that, simply click on save, and that will reflect to you here, and you can pick that Polygon Mumbai. So looks pretty good. Close this one, and we are done with all the setups. All the setups, and we have this Metacoin, and now we can simply deploy our contract to the Polygon. So make sure things are looking good. Close this one, and now what we can do is, so simply come here, open up your terminal, and I'm going to stop it because we are not deploying to the local host. So I'll simply clear this one, and I'm going to delete this one terminal. npx hard hat node. It will give you 20+ account, and if you want to test locally, you can simply you can see all of these addresses we have. So you can simply get this private key, and you can import this particular address in your MetaMask, which I have explained many times in the project. And I'm not going to deploy the contract locally. We're going to deploy on the Polygon test network. So simply remove one terminal, and now we have to write this particular script: npx hard hat run script, and the network Polygon Mumbai. Hit enter, and this will deploy the contract to the network. So just wait, it's compiling. So first it will compile the contract, and it will create the artifact and cache, and here you will get the address. So this is the address of our contract which deploy on the Polygon. So if we open this artifact, inside the artifact we have these 3 folders: bidding contract, NFT contract, and transfer fund contract. So we have total 3 contract. That's why you can see this 3 folder, but we are only working on the NFT. This is the hard hat, which you don't need to worry about it. And here you can see, here we have this context and the JSON file. So let me delete this NFT JSON file, remove this one, come here. Here you can see that this is the entire script, and we are deploying only one contract, and the rest contract is comment. Close this one, looks pretty fine. Now what I will do is come back to the contract, and you can see these are the 3 contract we have. So this is the bidding contract, this is the NFT contract, and this is the transfer fund contract. So we have all of these 3 contract. Close this one. So come back here in the context. Inside the context, come back into the constants, and here we have to replace the address of the NFT marketplace. So simply bring it up, and let me get the address of the contract. So this is the transfer fund, and here I have to simply paste it from the terminal, and this is the let me call it new. Simply copy and paste here. Okay, so here we have the address of the contract, and that's the only thing you have to do, and that's what we have. So simply drag and drop this NFT marketplace JSON file and leave it here into the context, and that's what we are importing here in the constants. Hope things are making sense to all of you guys. These are the things we have done over and over, and here you have to do a couple of important things. So come back here in the polyscan, and let me show you that our contract is successfully deployed. So simply paste the address here and click on this. You can see our contract is deployed 2 minutes ago, And right now we haven't verified our contract, so that's why you can see that. But I'll link the a video in that I have explained that how you can verify the contract, or you can simply type $2 Polygon contract verification and you will get the video, and you can simply watch that for verifying the contract. Things looks good. Okay, so our contract is deployed successfully. Come back into the code, and now let me clear the terminal, bring this down, and you can see that here we have this one. So you can see that we are deploying our NFT to the Infura. So you have to get your own Infura ID and secret key and your subdomain. And again, I explained this many times in the previous videos, so make sure to follow that. So what I will do is, you can see these are the packages we have, and here we have the important key. So project key and project secret key, and this is the subdomain. These are the three things we need for deploying and fetching the data of our NFTs. So what I will do, I'll come here on my YouTube channel, and you can see this is the video you have to watch. In that I have explained that how you can get that. Make sure to follow this one. And you can follow other videos. There are tons of video, 4 to 5 videos we have on the channel where I've explained that how you can get that Infura key. So to come here and simply copy and paste here all that. What I did, I simply replaced the private key and secret key and the subdomain. So make sure to do it from your end. You can get it from the Infura, and the rest would be fine. You don't need to do any changes here. All you have to do is, everything is looking absolutely fine. You don't need to do any changes here. This is the create NFT we have. Looks pretty good. I don't need to do any changes here, and things are looking pretty fine. This is the connect wallet, close this one, and let's bring it up. This one is check if wallet connected. This one is IPFS, and this one is a create one, and this one is a create sale, and this one is the fetch one. So make sure you have to provide this particular URL, the URL which you got from the Acme, because we're going to fetch our NFTs from the blockchain, Polygon blockchain. So we need to provide this one, RPC URL, and the rest will be fine. Don't need to do anything here. Things are looking pretty good to me, and that's good. And these are the fund transfer contract and the context file. So I hope you guys have watched this particular project which I have explained. So make sure to watch that fund transfer, and that I've explained everything about this context. But in this video we are not dealing with this context, but you will get the code, so you can simply compare it. Simply come up here, close this one, and come back to the hardware config file. So make sure to do the exact thing, and here we have to do the verification. So here we have to do a couple of things. So this is the next.js config file. You can see that we have configured our images, we have provided our subdomain, and this will fix the issue we had in earlier, that cross origin. So when you provide the domain, the subdomain, that will fix the issue. We will deploy to the production, like to the hostinger, and we have to do the configuration for the images because we are using some hard-coded images in our project. So things are looking good. Let's keep it for a time being, and let's open up the terminal and let's start the application, because we have deployed our contract, we have the artifact, we have the address, and now we're going to start it on our local server. Then we're going to move it on the on the live server. So I will simply type, come here I have to type the script. So this is the one which I have to type, npm run dev, and this will start the application here. Looks pretty good. Copy, and you can see our application is working absolutely fine. Now come back here and click on this, and you can see that we have no issue in our project. Everything is working absolutely fine. So whatever we have covered so far, if you follow the exact step, you will have no issue. You can see we are not getting any error related to undefined, and we have not deployed any NFT. So you can see that if I click on this, if I logged out from the application, reload the browser, still we have no issues. You can see application is working absolutely fine. We have this connect, and we can click and we can connect. So we can scroll down, we have no NFTs. That's why you can see your loader. Now where we have all the pages, you can go to any pages. These are the hard data which you can easily replace. This is the search. So this one is the collection page we have. Let's go to the search one. Okay, search one is still looking good, and we have this loader. Click on the author, and we don't have anything in here. Still everything's looking good. We all have this demo data. Now click on NFT details, and here we are getting this error message because we have no NFT, and this NFT detail page needs the data in the URL. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this particular NFT detail page from the menu because it needs data, and here we have to pass those data of the NFTs, which we are not doing. So this is the small bug we have, and that's a very easy fix. That's the one we're going to remove. Come back to the code and we'll go back to the navigation bar. So come here in the component section, and here we have the nav bar. Inside the nav bar we have this discover, and from here we have to simply remove this particular menu. Okay, if you reload the browser, you can see we don't have and will not have any issues. And this is the correct wallet, this is the blog which we don't have it. Don't worry about it, you can simply remove that one. So come back here and close this, open this one. This is the about, connect, sign up, login, and subscription. All are working fine. Now let's come back to the home page and let's click on connect, pass my credential. I have to pass my, you have to pass your, and here we have the things are looking at no error we have. Now click on this create and let's create the NFT. Click on this. Let me take this one, the blockchain coder logo, and you can see our image is deployed to the IPFS, and here we have to give the name to our NFT. I'll say the blockchain coder. Let me give the URL of the websites, the blockchain coder, and I'll come back here to the blockchain coder. Here you will get the source code. Let me grab this particular text, come back here, and I will paste here. And you can just, these are the demo one. Let me pass the demo data and let me pass the price. So this time price I will set 0.003, very low because I don't have much Mati coin, and I will click on deploy. So let's click on deploy, and here you can see we have the MetaMask. This is the Mati coin, and let's click on confirm, and you can see the transaction is happening right now. It's taking a little bit time because we are making our transaction to the Polygon, and here the transaction complete, and we are redirect to the search page. Here you can see we have our loader, and here we have our NFT. Click on that and we have all of these details. So our detail page is also working fine. You can see everything is working fine, and I can see that my other account don't have any Mati coin, so I can't create. Let me copy and let me come back to the Acme and get some faucets. Let's see, because I already got couple of faucet in the morning, so maybe I'll get, or maybe I not, I don't know. You can see I can't get it because I took in morning and I have to wait for 24 hours to get another one, so I can't get it. So I'll wait for, and I'll start recording. Okay, so you can see this is the NFT which I have created, and now let me come here and let me create one more for the same account, and let me pass the name. So the Olat Hussain, let me give the name of the website. Then I have to simply pass the text, select this demo one, give the data, and let's provide the price. So 3, click on upload, and that's fine. So account confirm, and it's loading. You can display the loader, and here we are, create token, and just a moment, and the transaction went through, and here we are redirect to the search page, and we have this loader, and this is the NFT we have created. So with the account 1 I have created 2 NFT. This filter is also working fine. You can filter the name Daulat, and you can filter the blockchain. Okay, I have to type the whole name. I'll say blockchain, and you can see we can easily able to filter, and we can able to have all the data. So things are looking pretty good. You can see we can easily able to create NFT to the Polygon, and we can fetch and have the data. So let's close all of this open tabs, and now what I have to do is, now we have to do some important configuration here in the next.js config file, because now we're going to deploy our application to a hostinger. So you have 2 options to deploy. You can deploy on a server side rendering platform, or you can deploy to the hostinger, which is a static side. So we're going to generate a static file for our project, and that's the file we're going to deploy, and that one is cheaper. We're going to generate the static file, and that's one we're going to deploy. So here we are in the next.js config file, and here we have to pass this, write this code. And this code, what it does, it will optimize your images which you have in the project, because some images will come from the IPFS, but some image we have in the file, and if we want to use that file and optimize it so we can deploy in a production, we have to write this piece of code and this one. So these are the two things we have to do. Simply close this one. Now what we have to do, come back here in the package.json file, and here we have to do a little bit changes in our build script. So this is the script we have to do the changes, and we have to type $next export, and this will generate the static file for us. So make sure to do these two changes. Once you're done with that, you can see this is the next file. In that you will have all of this, which you don't need to worry about it, because when you will run this particular build command, it's going to create the out folder. I'll show you. So let's bring it up. Let me stop the application, and now we have to create a production build. So I'll type npm run build, and once I do, this is the entire compilation and creation the production optimization code which we can deploy. So just wait, this will take a little bit time, sometime it will happen quickly. So you can see it's happening, and it's happening. So just a moment, and here it's optimizing our build production code, and here it's collecting, and here you can see we have all of this. Okay, we have successfully exporting 17 file out of 17. If you get any error, so make sure to find out, but in my case I don't have any issues, and you will also not have any issues. And here you are getting this red flag. This one is optional. So when you will deploy your code on the remote server, it's always important that you have to optimize your JavaScript, but I'm going to keep it like it because it's a very small file, and that's not going to create much problem. And we are using Hostinger, and that's a powerful platform, and that will do all the things for us. So things looks pretty good. You can see we are getting this images. What I will do, I'll simply close this one, and if I come back here in the next.js config file, so these are the configuration looking good, and here we have this image optimizations, and looks good. And you can see here we have this output folder, and this we have all the files which we need to deploy, and this is the next, and this is the index file, which is the most important file in your project, and all the data is going to be injected from here. If I save it, you can see it looks pretty huge, which you don't need to worry about it. So I'll bring it up and simply clear my terminal, and I'm going to create one more time. So what I will do, I'll simply delete this particular one to show you. So let me run the command, and it's going to give me the exact folder and files with the exact notification and configuration. You can see it's this time it's looking pretty good. The exact data what we had previously we have now. So we got our out folder, and now we have to simply deploy that one. So things looks pretty good, and which you don't need to worry about it. If you are getting any encounter, make sure to try to understand that what error you are getting, but right now I'm not getting any issues with the code. So we are simply exporting 17 out of 17, and in your case you will have the same folder exports. So let me clear the terminal, and now I'll simply come up here. So these are the code, these are the files and codes, files and folder we have to deploy to the Hostinger. So what I will do is I'll come back to the blockchain coder. So here I'm on the blockchain coder, and here I have listed all the tools, all the platform which I use for hosting the application. So you can see I use Hostinger, hosting, domain, and DigitalOcean. So in this video I would prefer you to pick this Hostinger because they are giving amazing discounts, and recently we have been in touch with them, so they are giving 75% discounts if you want to pick. And generally we use DigitalOcean for the bot, for the automated tools running something on the server, but when it's come to uploading a static sites, Hostinger is one of the best, and they have amazing offer, and they have amazing customer support. So I'll go with this Hostinger. So make sure to come. I'll provide the link in the description so you guys can click, and you can simply come and you can click on the Hostinger. So this is the one we're going to use it. They're having amazing discounts right now. This is the DigitalOceans, and if you want to come to the pages, click on this. So if you come to this blockchain coder, you can access this page by here. Click on resource section, and if you create your account, you can simply find here. So click on this get offer, and it will come back to the Hostinger. So right now you will get 75% discount. So Hostinger is such a powerful platform which allow you to host your application and static site. So right now you can see that I'm from India, so this is the Indian price I'm getting, and right now they're having amazing discounts. So simply click on this, and here you will find all the countries. So no matter for which country you are, you can pick your country and you can have the entire setup. So if you are from USA, this is the exact amount you have to pay, which is very less. So I'll come back to the India. I'll come back here in India, and I'm getting amazing discount. So click on this, and they have 30 days money guarantee. Click on claim, and here they have 3 plans. So this one is the single web hosting, this one is premium, this is the business. So if you come back to the signal hosting, in the single web hosting you will get 1 website, 5 GB storage, 100 GB broadband. You will not get any domain, you will get unlimited SSL and security and all of these things. But the one I use personally, and the one I'm going to use in this project, is this most popular one, the premium web hosting, because I can store 100 websites. I have this much storage, unlimited broadband. I will get a free domain which I can use for testing. So this is the one which I'm going to pick. And the best part is that you can able to select their data location. So if you're from USA, you can select the data location of USA. If you're from India, Turkey, you can select the exact data location. I'm going to select the India one. You can come here and you can simply compare the pricing plan for the single premium business. And this one is the most affordable one. And the best thing I like about this Hostinger is that their customer support is really very good. So whenever my website or any website of my clients get down, I can connect with them. I can easily able to find them, and they can help me amazingly very fast. So what I will do, I'll simply come up here, and this is the plan which I'm going to buy. So let me click on this, add to cart, and you will come here. You can see what you will get. So they have multiple plans: 1 month, 12 month, 14 month, 24 and 28 months. So this is the plan which I'm going to take right now. I'm getting amazing discounts on that, and this is the exact amount I have to pay. So right now the actual price is 21,000 this, but I'm getting on this particular amount for 4 years. So this one is absolutely amazing discount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video for a time, and let me buy this hosting. So let me buy that one. So here I have finally made the purchase, and you can see that when you will complete your purchase, this is the exact dashboard you will have: single web hosting and the domain. So this is the domain I have registered. So when you will come to your dashboard, this is the exact dashboard you will get once you will complete your payment, and you will find that which hosting you have taken. So I have taken the single web hosting, the premium one, and I got a free domain as well. So you can see that I have this free domain, but in your case you won't have when you will make the purchase. And what I did when I was making the purchase, at that time I stopped the recording, but I forgot to resume the recording, and I created this domain. Okay, but when you will get into your dashboard after making the payment, you will have an option to register a domain. So you can put your domain name and you can register that. Okay, so this is the domain name I have given. So make sure to provide all the details which they are asking you: your address, phone number, and your valid email, and you have to configure your email. So once you do that, they will verify your email. So this is the exact things you will get. So click on this manage, and you can see I have already done that configuration, because somehow the video was paused, and that's why I was not able to record that. You can see this is the exact configuration I have done. I have verified my email. Everything is done fine. Looks pretty good to me, and you can find all the details about your domain. So I'll come here, and I'm going to click on this web hosting. So this is the exact things you will get. Now you have to click on this create or migrate website, and here you have to do the setup. So click on get start now. Here it will ask you that what you want to do. You want to create your own website, you want to create the website, or you want to migrate any website. We want to create our website. Click on create, and we don't need to use any builder because we have our code, and we're going to simply skip this process. And here you have to select the domain. So this is the domain which I have registered, so I will simply select this one. If you haven't if you don't have any domain, you can simply buy that, or you can get the free one. So click on the select, and here you can do the configuration for your domain, because when you will set the domain name, in that you have to provide the registration details, email ID, address, and password as well. All of those things you have to provide. So what I will do, I'll simply click on this. I don't need to do any changes. You can select your country of your choice, and I will simply click on finish setup, and it's going to create the cPanel for me. my file manager. So just wait, it's creating. Easy SSL certificate automatically will install, and installing the SS certificate. And here I got the control panel, so I will simply click on this manage side and I will land up here, and here I can manage all the folders and files for this particular application. So you can see that I have selected this particular domain which is there, and when you will connect your domain for the very first time, it will take half an hour time. So when I was recording the video and when I registered my domain, it took half an hour time to it took half an hour time for connecting. So once you create your domain, just wait for half an hour to 1 hour. After that, you will have something like this. Otherwise it will say that the domain is not connected, or you can define the location of the domain, some information will show, something like that. Okay, so here you will find the information about the application. So you can click on this and you can see that we haven't deployed our application here. So you will find all of the thing. You can configure your hosting, so you can click here. We haven't configured our code, so that's why you can see empty, everything is empty. These are the names, this is the PT, and these are the use case. So don't need to worry about that. Bring it back, and from here you can do the changes in the domain. Again, don't need to do that. Come back, and here we have the free email, so you can easily able to set the email, or you can create the emails, the business email. Now to deploy our code, we have to click on this file manager. Click on this and it will bring us to our file manager, and here we have to simply upload all the files. So you will get the exact interface like this. Click on this public HTML. Here you will have this default PHP, which you don't need to worry about it. Simply delete that one, and here we're going to deploy the entire code we have created in the out folder. So what I will do, I'll simply come up here in my, and this is the folder, and these all folders files we need. So let me do one thing. Let me open into the folder. So all of this code I have to deploy. So simply come up here, open this one, and this is the one, and this is the entire folder, and this is the entire folder and file. So select all and drag and drop here. You can see it's deploying. It's deploying, and here finally we have deployed the entire folders and file, the source code, everything's we have done beautifully. We have no issues. Come back here in public HTML, and we have all the folders. This is the transfer, subscriptions, login, and this is the main file. Your entire application is going to be injected from this particular file, index.html, and you can see it's a huge lines of code and unreadable. So you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about it. Close this one, and now all we have to do is to visit the particular domain, and sometime it will take time, because when I did this test, it took close to half an to 1 hour before the site was live actually. Okay, so when you will deploy the code, sometime it will happen quickly, sometime it will take close to 40 or 30 minutes. So just wait for that period of time. So you can see things are looking good if you click on this, but in my case it's happened instantly, but when I did for the very first time, it took a lot of time, and right now it's happened very quickly. So you can see we have this application. Our application is deployed to this, the blockchain coder-project.online. So this is the domain on which we have deployed, and everything's working fine. We have all of these files. Reload the browser, things looks pretty good. So you can see that these are the two users have created NFT, and we have all of these NFTs which we were created in our local machines, and right now the application is live. So things are looking pretty good. Let me come here and let me log out from the application. You can see if I reload the browser, I have no issues. Every single thing is working fine. If I come back to the home, connect, let me pass my credential, click on unlock, and here I am. Things looks pretty good, and we have all this NFT. Click on that and you can simply make the purchase. So let me come up here, and I want to buy this particular NFT. Let me buy this. This is the amount I have to pay. Confirm it, and just wait. The transaction is happening, and I bought this NFT. So the transaction is completed, and this is the NFT, and this is the NFT which I have bought it. And if I want to resell it, I want to do it very easily. I'll have to pass the price for the reselling price, and I will click on resell NFT. It's going to open the MetaMask, and I have to make the transaction. Looks pretty good. So no issues we have in here. You can see things are looking good. We have resell the NFT, And now the NFT is listed to the marketplace. You can see listed NFT and it's here. So things are looking fine. You can see we have no issues. You can create NFT. So this is the one which I'm going to pick, and let's create it. Let me get the dummy text. I'll come back to the blockchain coder, and let's come here, click on this, and let me get this dummy text. Grab that one, come back, and I'll simply, let me give the name. I'll say the time buddy, and let me give the address. So I'll say the blockchain coder. Here you can pass the text, and these things looks pretty good, and pass the price. So the price would be something like this. Click on upload, and here will be the MetaMask. Click on confirm, and just a moment, and the transaction is happening. So just wait. And here we have created the NFT, and it will redirect to the search page. Here we are on the home page, and you can see we have the user, and this is the NFT we have created. So right now we have 4, and everything is working fine. You can see every single thing is working fine. We have no issues in the project. So now you are ready to launch your own business, launch your own NFT marketplace, and allow others to create. So hope things are making sense to all of you guys. Here we are back into the code, and this is the exact piece of code we are deployed. So that's the only thing I want to talk about in this video. I know this video is quite long, but I wanted to show you that you can make your project live if you are planning to launch your own NFT marketplace. And the reason why I made this particular tutorial, because recently we are working on a project. I got a project in that I have to build an NFT marketplace with some advanced features, and we have to deploy it. So that's why I purchased this particular hosting to do the testing of that project, so we can deliver that. So I thought let's show you guys that you can deploy your project online so other can have an access. So make sure to follow the complete playlist. So make sure to follow the complete NFT market playlist. That will give you a better idea that how you can write the smart contract and how you can build any application. So make sure to follow the complete playlist. That will give you a lot of good idea and help you a lot in your blockchain development. With that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.